name's Evan Knutson. I grew up with 2 brothers, 1 sister, in a single-parent family household for the majority of my life. My entire family was always dancing. As far as extended family goes, my aunts and uncles had all of their children in dance because it was an extracurricular activity that they could do that didn't involve the public school system. Public school systems don't really allow homeschoolers to participate with any of their extracurricular activities, at least here in Janesville, Wisconsin. So we tried as hard as we could to find things that would get us out and socialize more. So we played sports with 4-H, and we did dancing through the local studio and Awana through a local church. What continues to inspire me are definitely students working with other dancers, co-workers, and stuff like that. Seeing the way other people move inspires me to create things for them to move to the best of their ability. I really like, first of all, the creative aspect of it. I like the physicality of it because it's a workout. Every time you hit the studio, you come out and you're sore because of this, or that hurts because of what you were stretching the day before, and it just it's a very whole body experience, I guess. You get to really understand what your body is feeling and how it's feeling and why it's feeling, I guess. As a homeschooler, I set goals for myself, and one of my goals was to get a 4-year degree. I didn't know where I was going to go or what it was going to be in, but that was just the goal. I went to UW-Magd County for 2 years, and as soon as that was over, it was kind of like, what's next? And the next step up was literally, a 20-minute drive to Whitewater. I had already had friends who were going to Whitewater, so friends definitely influenced my decision to come up here. The dance program up here, they only have a dance minor, but their dance minor is well known in the region specifically. I'm doing a lot of things with my life currently. I am all of the dancing. I dance a lot. I dance 4 nights out of the week, and that's teaching specifically. Some of them are my own classes that I actually take. I teach at 2 different studios, one in Richmond, Illinois, and one in Janesville, Wisconsin. I am currently working on a children's musical with Chapel on the Hill, which is a church who has a theater-based ministry. I'm also working on 2 master's classes that I'll be teaching, one in March and one in April. I currently enjoy what I'm doing. I'm running around a lot. I think that's the life of a dancer, though, and a teacher, is that you do have to go different places, you have to expand and reach out to be able to do what you love, because you can't always find something that's located so centrally. Janesville, Wisconsin specifically doesn't have like the best theater and dance programs available like Milwaukee would, but hopefully the southern Wisconsin area will grow much further because of this. Because dancing is really kind of a part-time job, I have to have and juggle multiple projects. So the musical is one way that I make extra income on the side. I teach the musical numbers Saturdays and Sundays, and I also work at a restaurant, a fine dining restaurant in Whitewater called the Black Sheep, and I do that for 3 to 4 days out of the week. Basically, that's my supplemental income, and then whatever else I can get on the side, master's classes, musicals, summer camps. A lot of effort, a lot of self-determination, and a lot of will goes into being a dance instructor. You really have to, first of all, understand how to teach, and that doesn't come naturally for a lot of people. It took me a long time to be able to understand, because my major isn't in education or child development or anything like that. A lot of dance instructors do go to school for that. I've got probably about 4 co-workers who are child education majors or psych majors of some sort that have to do with the study of kids. So I learned a lot of how I teach by watching other teachers instruct and really focusing on the way that they instruct. It takes a lot of time and patience to be a dance instructor. You're working with kids all of the time, and if you don't like kids, then you're in the wrong field, because as a dance instructor, you will always be working with children of some sort or minds that aren't ready to move. I know that my instructors at Whitewater, they had kids, because they're 18 and 19, they'd come in and they would be with this mindset that, this dance class is just a class, and, so long as you do the bare minimum. But that doesn't cut it, especially with dance instructors. I find is that they always want all or nothing, and if you're not ready to work, and if you're not ready to, spend the amount of time that the instructor is spending with you, then you need to not be in that class.
2 times to the front, 1 step, clap. So it's 1 clap. You were right when you were doing the before. Yeah. It looks like hot, 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 hot.
I think that I enjoy the idea of fostering young minds, helping these kids develop hopefully a sense of themselves, a sense of, ethics and morals. The amount of dedication required to become a dancer is so extreme. It's likened to any other athlete. Personally, I consider dance an art form. I think that that's where it, touches me the most. But other people like to enjoy the physicality of it and call it a sport, and I think that reduces it to just a physical expression, as opposed to a whole body and mind expression. But that being said, there's so much physical dedication required. You have to be in the gym on your off days, and you have to make sure that you're attending class regularly, because if you miss that one class, you've missed out on a whole lesson and a whole hour and a half of working on all of the downfalls that you have, whether or not it be specifically your turnout isn't good, or that you can't make this specific turn or jump because you just don't have the strength or the muscle memory to perform. My friends have always been very supportive. It took a long time for me to understand that, though. When I was younger, because you're a guy and you're a dancer, they've got all this stigma and stereotypes and things like that. And it really makes you, especially here in the Midwest, I feel like, it really makes you, seclude yourself and kind of disassociate from that life. Like, I had my dance life and I had my life with my friends. And I didn't fully understand until probably about junior year of high school that, you don't have to disassociate those two lives, that they are your life, both of them, your friends, your family, and your career choice or your hobby, whatever you're doing. Since embracing, that idea that my friends are my friends, despite, any stereotypes or stigmas that come along with being a male dancer, I've really began to just fully be myself and, let everybody know, well, yeah, I teach dance classes, I do ballet, I do this, I do that. And I think that they've been the most supportive.
Get jazzy on. I'm that flight that you get on, international. First class seat on my lap, girl, riding comfortable. Cause I know what that girl them need. New York to Haiti, I got lipstick stamps on my passport. You make it hard to leave. Been around the world, don't speak the language, but your booty don't need explaining. All I really need to understand is when you talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Talk dirty to me. Get jazzy on them. You know the words in my songs. No habla English. Our conversations ain't long, but you know.